I want to talk about being honest about your feelings. Hi guys, Daz here. It's been more than a hot minute. Spoke to you Christmas Eve, I think. So hope you're well. Happy Christmas and holiday season and all that goofy stuff. Filming this on the 30th, Monday. So hopefully I'll get this out today. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning. New Year coming up. Bit of a kind of big time, I think, for people because there's the whole New Year's resolution. There's always this, okay, January the 1st, gonna go to the gym, get fit, lose weight, start a business, learn a new language, whatever it may be.
Hello. I was wondering if yoga can help my back.
It's always that jumping off point from January the 1st, because that's seen as a kind of a noticeable thing. And that's all good and groovy. I'm not going to be talking about that specifically today, but it's the time, I suppose, also of reflection, because it's the end of the year. So looking back on what the good and the bad, and I think it's important to look back at things and see what have you learned from this year? What have we achieved? Or maybe what we've not achieved, and not so much dwelling on the bad stuff. I suppose accepting what has worked, what hasn't worked, and then learn from those situations to then move forward.
Wait, what?
Which is kind of an ironic link into what I want to talk about today, about being honest with your feelings. Now, I'm always very, very open about stuff.
Perhaps too open, really. I perhaps overshare.
But I think it's something that's a bit of a double-edged sword, really, when it comes to sharing feelings.
What?
I'm talking about good old mental health, and specifically how you're actually feeling, how we, us, me, them, they, other words like that, are feeling, really, and honestly feeling. But it's, as I said, it's a double-edged sword. So what do I mean by that?
I don't know.
Well, something I've personally realised and come to, I was going to say accept, but I probably haven't accepted yet. I probably need to, but it's a difficult one. Because I always say, you know, it is what it is, accept that, accept the things you can change, accept the things you can't change, and then live accordingly. And this is something which I probably can't change. Actually, probably definitely can't change. Probably definitely. Oh, you know what I mean?
What?
The situation where being open and honest about mental health, in particular my mental health, is, I think, fundamentally a good thing. I don't think there's any issues with that, and I've had a lot of really nice, positive feedback from friends and people who are not close friends, and people around the world have really, really opened up and said some really nice things about how it's important, and kind of applauded me for being so open, and that's lovely, and I really, really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
But I think where the problem is, and this is something where I believe the double-edged sword comes in, is that I've personally noticed that being open about it and being honest and almost wearing heart on sleeve, just having no skeletons in the closet, basically everything is out there, because I'll say most people, I'm gonna be blunt about it, aren't as open or aren't as accepting, one, maybe of mental health, but also of being open about mental health. The trouble is that it can kind of either ruin or break or prevent relationships of whatever they are, whether they're romantic relationships or friend relationships. Because I've run into a few situations this year where people have said,
Oh, you know, that's great you talk about it, but whoa, you're way too open about it.
and agreed. And I take it that it says more about them than me, because I think it's the right thing to be open about it. But nonetheless, that's the end of that relationship, because I'm sort of too much. Now, I know I'm too much most of the time for most people, I get that.
You're a stupid dumbass.
But it's an interesting one, and so that being open, that being honest, has on numerous occasions backfired. Now, I truly honestly know and understand, and I'm not naive enough to think otherwise, that if the people are like that with me being open about it, then they're probably not the sort of people that I should be friends or in a relationship anyway. So I get that, and that's logic, that makes sense. However, it does still hurt, and it's still really hard to deal with, that you being open and honest and feeling doing the right thing, and then people are like, that's hard to take, and that can be upsetting and very, very hurtful. But it is what it is, and so I've got the choice. I either continue to be open and honest and fighting the flag, holding the flag, you know, whatever that analogy is, fighting the good Fuck it, I don't know, I can't remember. But I can either continue with this positivity and being open and stuff like that and live with the consequences, or tone it right down, bury it, not talk about it, and then meet new people. And that's ultimately, to a degree, a dilemma, but I have to be true to myself. And so this is where the real difficult thing is, because I feel, well, if I'm true to myself, then I'm basically from a friendship relationship point of view, because let's be honest, nobody wants to kind of take on that issue.
No, sir. His butt's too smooth.
Or I'm not true to myself and then live some sort of false life in order to meet people.
Okay, what?
It's not really that much of a dilemma, because it's much better and it's much more freeing and better for my mental health and your mental health, or whoever, to live a true and honest an authentic life and be you, be me, be the real person. But it appears in reality that there is a price to pay for that, and that's the thing which I guess I have to accept. I haven't accepted it, but I have to accept that it's one of those things. And that maybe sound very negative, me being all woo, number super positive, but it's that difficult situation to maybe sort of grasp and understand and realise. And I don't know, I almost don't want to accept it, don't want to believe it, but that's the evidence that I've kind of got in front of me and throughout this year. I don't think there is a way of changing that, and this is perhaps a little bit really frank and me just being honest, but it's a weird one. But I wanted to share this because it's something that I believe, I'm talking about being open and it's the best thing and everyone should be open, but I haven't addressed the reality and I suppose the downsides of that. And that is being still, unfortunately, to a degree, ostracised for being either too open or just being a bit mad. So yeah, it's tricky, but it is what it is, and so we kind of deal with that.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very, very strange position, but logically, being open, being sorry, Olivia, honest, it seems to be not the best thing, where we're taught as children
honest is the best policy.
And I 100% believe that. I think it's very important to be completely honest, but it turns out when you are honest, it actually comes and bites you in the arse. I don't know, it's strange. So yeah, I just wanted to share that really super happy negative thing, but it's being honest, which is probably going to kick me in the arse on this one, but just that being honest about almost the reality of being honest. That's some sort of inception going on there. And I'm struggling enough at the moment with reality.
Running away from my problems.
I posted on this on Facebook and Instagram about, I had some memories recently that came back to me. I was like, I can't remember that. And then I just couldn't work out exactly where this particular place or a couple of places were. And the memories were so vivid. I was there with the kids, and one was a water park, one was like a sort of a shopping mall. And I just can't place where these places are. Where I've been with the kids, I cannot see where they are. And now I'm thinking, were they real? Were they dreams? I don't know. And that's got me in a bit of a head spin. Like, I now don't know what's real and what's not real. And so, yeah, who knows? Maybe this is one of those kind of videos where people look, oh
God, yeah, he's completely lost it.
But do you want to say I am in a bit of I have no idea what's real or not anymore. All of that said, my own madness aside, is the fact that, yeah, this situation where being bluntly open and honest about mental health, whilst it is the best thing, can still have, unfortunately, negative connotations, which I'm perhaps not been aware of because I'm living in such a little bubble world and everything's groovy. But the reality is everyone in the world haven't quite caught up to that, let's put it that way. But that's what it is. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you got some value. I don't know if you did. I'm really not sure if there's any value in this, but I just wanted to share that and my honest feelings on that situation. But if you did get some value, I'd love you to hit the like and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone who has subscribed, and if you do, that would mean the world to me. And for now, I will see you soon. Bye. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. Remember, live your best life. See you next time. Bye-bye.